Hello everybody, and welcome to today's evening stream. I'm sorry for the delay. I had some company that I had to deal with before I could start the stream. I'm hoping that the Tiltify alerts are fixed, since we had some problems in the last stream. I refreshed everything. Nothing was wrong on the settings, so hopefully it's just purely a refresh issue. I'm going to start this music, and hopefully it's not super loud. If the music ends up being too loud, balance-wise, you can let me know, and I will lower it. In the meantime, welcome. This is going to be something a little bit different tonight. First off, we are, as always, raising money for some nonprofits tonight. If you use the command chat code DOGOOD, one word, like this, it will bring up both donation links. One donation link will take you to Tiltify, which is for Trans Lifeline. Our goal is $500, and now you can see our Tiltify goal up in the top left-hand corner of the screen. We're aiming for 500. I don't know when we will hit that, but I'm excited to work our way there. We are $50 in, I believe, which is not too shabby at all, if you ask me. What else? We are also raising money for April, a mod and regular here in chat, for her nonprofit that she runs by herself, which is called Sage and Prim. And the link there to her coffee has all the information about her nonprofit, what she's working on, what the money goes towards. There's lots of content there. She also sells products that help not only pay her bills, but fund her nonprofit. She's trying to make a mobile wash station for those in need, especially during the pandemic, which is a great, great cause. Those links will take you there. What else do we have at the head of this stream tonight? We are going to do Jackbox a little bit later. After last week's Jackbox stream, we are not doing Jackbox publicly with the lobby for the chat, because we had a little bit of issues. If you were there, you know what happened, and I'm not going to get back into it tonight because it was pretty upsetting. I edited, if you're somebody who looks for the VODs, all of my VODs are on my Coffee account, including that VOD. However, I did edit out the imagery that caused us to no longer open the lobby to the public. Now, what I would like to do tonight is open up my suggestion box app here on Twitch and take suggestions either for Pokemon names or for Pokemon Pokedex entries, like the trivia text that they put in, not the type, not the number, just the Pokedex entry. So, you know, like how for Cubone it's something along the lines of this Pokemon wears the skull of its dead mother, you know, as a constant reminder of sorrow or whatever. That is what I mean by Pokedex entry. Not the other data that comes along with it. So what you can do if you are interested in submitting a Pokemon or multiple Pokemon for drawing, you can drop them in the suggestion box. If you are on mobile, there should be an icon in the top right-hand corner of your chat that looks like a little folder, I think, maybe with a number 2 next to it, I believe. That is the suggestion box link, and you can click on that and it'll open suggestion box on your phone, and you can type in your suggestions. Now, your suggestion will not automatically appear visible on the suggestion box app because I have filtering turned on. So it'll come to me on my end, and I will approve or deny it. If there are any kind of flaggable words, it will not go through at all. So like I said, we're not putting up with what happened last week in these community-based streams. So if you try to slip on by on this one, it's not going to happen. At least not publicly. You might make it through to me, but you won't make it through to the stream. All of the suggestion box entries are pending until I approve them. And the reason that I'm doing this via the suggestion box extension panel and not just via chat is because A, it gives me the permission to filter things. It also makes it easier if people suggest a bunch of things for me to basically use it as a to-do list. So I can check them off as complete as we go through. And also, if people want to boost a suggestion later on, if it gets, if there's a lot of suggestions at some point, and whether that be today or in a future stream, because we're going to do this on multiple days, then that's kind of how that will work. It's not as complex as it sounds. If you're on desktop, I believe you can access suggestion box right down below the video. There should be an extension window, like where the rules are for the chat and everything. You can click on it there, and you can fill it in. For context, just like the Poke chat command says, I have not played Pokemon since Silver and Gold on Game Boy. So I probably only loosely remember the first 151 Pokemon. I might know loosely the next 100. Probably not, though. As an adult who played Pokemon way back when it first came out, and hasn't really played it since. And I haven't watched the show even since I was a kid, so I don't know what most of the newer Pokemon look like. So hence why we're doing this. So I do have the suggestion box open on the side. You can suggest Pokemon either by name, and just the name, no other information, just the name, like just drop in like Pikachu. That's the suggestion. Or the flavor text from their Pokedex, and you can copy and paste it directly from the website. And it doesn't make a difference which generation Pokedex entry, any generation Pokedex entry, because I did do a little test research on this, and the Pokedex entries obviously do change per each game that comes out, even if it's an older Pokemon. So feel free to copy and paste from like a Pokemon, like what is it called, Bulbapedia, right? Has all the Pokedex entries. You can go on Bulbapedia, go to a random Pokemon, copy and paste a Pokedex entry into the suggestion box here on Twitch, and I will try to figure out what the hell it looks like based on that information. Now, in terms of my art skill level, I am very rusty, as we learned last week on chat, and hopefully I'm using a new app here, so I'm not sure in terms of line quality or pressure sensitivity or anything like that how this works, so we're learning together. I'm using, which I think it'll show on your screen, I'm using Microsoft's Whiteboard, which is not a fancy art app or anything. It's a communal drawing app, so you could potentially invite a bunch of friends and draw and stream together, and it's all free. You can get it on iOS, you can get it on Mac, you can get it on PC, on mobile, whatever. It's free to everybody. You just have to have a Microsoft linkable account, which for most people is Gmail, which is also a thing we're going to do in the future. We are going to do communal drawing apps in the future. So I'm just kind of messing about to see what kind of lines we get from these kind of things, because there's not a lot of tools in this app, obviously. There are some glittery pens that are like rainbow colored, so you can do some fun things like that. I don't think you can do things like layering. You can insert menus, you can insert images, you can add like checklists and stuff like that. It's mostly meant for presentations for like a workplace, but because it's communal and you can do communal art on it, it's good for streaming because it's free, and a lot of people don't want to pay for, say, Photoshop or something, or maybe they're not full-time like artists or something, then you don't have to worry about it. Okay, so the highlighter layers, so that's good to know. Probably not going to be doing tons of coloring on this one as we get into it. I don't know until Jackbox if we're even really going to get like an audience for this, but hey, we're just testing things out. And if anyone pops in and doesn't know how to use the suggestion box feature, if you're on mobile, it should be in the top right-hand corner of your chat as a little folder icon. And if you're on desktop, it should be down below under the video as its own window, like under its own like little panel. And again, oh, hey, Cap, welcome. Cap, I don't even know if you're really a Pokemon fan. Are you a Pokemon fan, Cap? I don't think we've ever really talked about it, because like I said, I haven't played much modern Pokemon, so I'm not in the know about new Pokemons. I have played Pokemon. Yes, I have played Pokemon. It's been a long time since I've played a newer I haven't played a new Pokemon game. Now I will say, talking about Pokemon, that it is, I am so excited for, I'm excited for the new Pokemon Snap reboot, because when I was a little kid and Pokemon first came out, and Pokemon Snap first came out, like, being a Pokemon photographer, like, if Pokemon was a real life thing, like, if I lived in the Pokemon universe, I would have been, like, a Pokemon field artist or a Pokemon photographer. I probably would not have been, like, a regular trainer to, like, go battle the the Elite Four or whatever's in the newer games. As somebody who does art and stuff, I lived for Pokemon Snap, and I lived walking distance from where Blockbuster used to be, and I used to take my little memory card down there, and I used to get those chip cards that they used to give you back before credit cards even had chips in them, and you could scan in your data and print your favorite photos out. I fucking loved that shit. I did that all the time. I went to Blockbuster all the time and printed out my photos. Oh yeah, Pokemon Snap was your first Pokemon game. That's not a bad entry game for like a side game. I played, so my Pokemon history is that I got a Game Boy Pocket Ice Blue edition, which was like limited edition back then. I don't think it was that limited, but it was pretty cool looking, and I still have it actually. I got that when Red and Blue came out in America, so I got Red and Blue at the same time with my Game Boy Pocket, and I played both of those, and I beat those, and did all that stuff. And then when Gold and Silver came out on Game Boy, I got Gold and Silver. And then I played the N64 games. So I played Stadium, Stadium 2, I played Snap, I played Hey You Pikachu. I'm trying to think if there was any other ones. I never really was into the card game, but I did play the Game Boy version of the card game, and I also have a huge collection of old fucking 90s Pokemon cards. They're probably not really in mint condition. They're probably in like 9 out of 10 condition for the most part. I really do need to sell those. But they had a Game Boy game for the card game, and I played that a little bit, but I was never really a card game player as a kid because it just wasn't a thing. Like, card games like that weren't really popular, where I lived at least, until I would say I was in middle school. And then there was like kids that would sit in the hallway and play like Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon. But I was not cool, and I was scared to play cards in a public place with a bunch of strangers, so I never joined in, even though I had cards. I don't think I ever played with the communal groups at school. And in high school, especially Yu-Gi-Oh! Got really fucking big. Yu-Gi-Oh! Was really big, weirdly. Like, there was Pokemon tournaments near me where I lived, like, card game-wise, and you could go get, like, all the exclusive cards and the prizes and all that shit. And, like, I went and watched once, but I never participated. It was just weird to me that, like, Pokemon card game-wise, like, the tournaments were really big locally, but they weren't big in my schools. Like, people played Yu-Gi-Oh! And I never played Yu-Gi-Oh! And I never watched the Yu-Gi-Oh! Show, so... Let's see, Diamond was the first game you bought and played. Yeah. I never played Diamond. Yeah, so I figured, like, this would be kind of a fun middle ground, because I know approximately the first 150 Pokemon, and I figured people can use the suggestion box, because it's easier for me to check off and keep track of things, and also it also lets me police if people try to be trolls like we had last week in the stream where people were offensive. I don't want to subject my community to more of that kind of hate. So by using the suggestion box, it kind of gives a middle moderation ground to what gets put through, because obviously it shows it publicly, but it only shows it publicly if I approve it. So if you try to be slick, it ain't gonna work. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Wah. So yeah, so what we're doing is drawing Pokemon by name or by Pokedex description. You can use Bulbapedia or whatever Pokemon website. Copy and paste the Pokedex entry from any generation, from any game, doesn't make a difference. Put it in the suggestion box down below under the video if you're on desktop, or if you're on mobile, the top right hand corner has a little suggestion box icon that looks, I think, like a folder with the number 2 on it. That's the suggestion box. If you click that, it'll open up a suggestion box thing that looks like a mini chat, and you can type in your suggestion or copy and paste your suggestion. And yeah, I'm going to draw based on assuming. So don't tell me types, don't tell me like details, don't tell me numbers, don't tell me, like, if you're giving me just the name, give me just the name. If you're giving me the Pokedex entry, don't even give me the name, just give me the Pokedex entry. Like, because it makes it more interesting that way. I haven't drawn Pokemon probably since the late 90s, to be fair. Like, because I didn't continue on with watching, like, Pokemon the show, or... So, I will say the thing about using this specific app is that, there's not, like, a lot of fine control. Like, this is not Photoshop, right? So, like, I can't do layers, I can't, like, go through and do, like, a sketch and then a refined drawing over it. I basically can draw with a pen, or draw with a pen. I can change the color of my pens, and I have highlighter, which I believe overlays. And I can undo, and that's about it. It's basically a drawing app, but it's free, so it's good for communal drawings. So that's where we're at today, and then maybe we'll change it in the future. Oh, Pikachu mouth. So I'm probably not going to do a lot of coloring, just because of it being a pen feature, and it's flat, like 2D. And so this is the new tablet that you guys got me for my birthday. My lovely community pitched in and got me a Wacom One display tablet. So this is aside from last week's Drawful stream and TKO stream, this is the first stream it's been used on. And I haven't really used Whiteboard before, so this is a new app for me. So it's a little, it's a little basic, but it's fine. It'll serve the purpose. I see we have some people lurking in chat. If you would like to suggest Pokemon for the drawings, just feel free to do so in the suggestion box extension. And I will, because I don't think it's showing, hold on, it might be cut off on my screen, let me see. Nope, okay, I don't see anything. I just have to make sure it's all showing up correctly on my end, because sometimes the extensions get a little wonky. I wonder if it'll let me refresh this manually. Oh, okay, I see that we do have one. Okay, so let me go ahead. So first I have to approve the post. Let's see, so this first one says, has the habit of carrying prey and valuables in its beak and hiding them in all sorts of locations. Okay, so it's some kind of probably bird, because it has a beak, and it likes to carry prey and valuables in said beak, hiding them in all sorts of locations. And that first suggestion is from Captain Andor, of course. So, if okay, I know how to do this, but I don't know how to move this, because it lets me, do I have to right-click? Hold on. Like I said, I'm new to using Whiteboard, so I'm not sure. Nope, not like that. Nope, not like that either. Uh-oh. There's a way to move this. Do I have to use my mouse? Okay, I see. Can I zoom out? Okay, I can zoom out like that. Alright, I see. Gotta get used to these controls. It doesn't really tell you anything. So, if I were a bird, and I carried things, can I use a gray pen to make this slightly easier to sketch over? So, I'm not good at drawing, like, actual animals without reference, so these were going to be pretty dumb, which is fine. Also, if the music balance is bad, let me know, because this is a new music setup for the stream, so hopefully it's not too loud. Actually, we're going to go shifty eyes. The thing about Pokemon is, like, sometimes they're very basic, and then other times they're very fucking stupid. Like, you look at it and you're like, why? Trying to do a slightly lighter sketch so I can give myself at least a loose idea of where I want to put things. And don't expect like some fine finished pieces out of this stream, because it isn't gonna happen. Okay, let's change the color to black. Do slightly. Look at these dumb little toes. Hope everyone's having a good day so far. I was sad that my stream got delayed a little bit by the unexpected company I had. But at least we weren't too late. Look at these anal beads. This Pokemon stole my anal beads. Oh no. Also, if you guys are new here, we do mostly chill streams here. Do some Animal Crossing, we do some Ooblets, do some Jackbox, you know, we just keep it chill. We just keep it chill. So, do a little outline, and then I want to change my thickness. It's a little hard to see on my screen. Hey, listen here, stop trying to click on the red. No one's trying to click on the red but you. Okay, so we're make them shifty eyes, because... let's be real. He's stealing valuables. This bird is a criminal. Now, this is where I wish I knew a little bit more about birds in real life, like what they looked like off the top of my head, because I would like to make this kind of more of a magpie than a pterodactyl. Because I'm envisioning magpie, but I don't know how to, I'm not a bird drawer, so I'm a bird artist. So this is a funky dinosaur bird at this point. This is just like somebody's necklace or something. We'll give him some cheeks because that's a Pokemon thing. Oh, sorry, doggos are excited. The three-headed dog beast is early today. I'll give him some little chicken legs. The pen's a little wiggly on the side, but it's okay. We'll survive. Now, I'm not going to try and figure out names for the Pokemon, because God only knows. I could never. So, I was torn between Magpie and Pelican, honestly, because Pelicans obviously have, like, a lot of good hiding space in terms of putting things in their beakies. I don't know what's going on with this bird's butt. I'm sorry, I'm not a bird artist. F for effort. What is this thing on my screen? What is this? Borb. Yeah. Burb. Okay, so that's the first one. We're not going to attempt to color these bad boys in, but just imagine he's mostly black. Okay, so that's our first one. Okay, now, reveal to me in chat, Cap, which Pokemon this is. Like, what its name is. So that I can look at it and laugh. We can compare. Wingull. Oh, so I was on the right track of thinking Pelican originally, I think, because like Wingull sounds like a seagull, right? So hold on, I'm gonna pull up an image to will it let me drop it on this app? Maybe? I don't know. Let's find out. If I copy this image, will it let me? Oh, oh my God! The animation of it dropping into the. Okay, so here's our Wingull. Not even remotely close. I mean, it was a bird. So okay, so I was going either Magpie or Pelican. Pelican would have been more accurate, but I went more Magpie. Angry dark. I was thinking like dark Magpie type, like a thief, like a pickpocket. Okay, so not too bad, not too bad. That was a good first one. I at least had the right train of thought. I just went with the wrong choice between my options that I was thinking of. But that's not too bad. And I definitely am not good at drawing birds, so it was like, eh. And look how simple the actual Wingull looks. He looks so simple. Oops. Let me not erase the actual drawing. No. No. Oh my God, are you fucking with me right now? No! There we go, okay. I was like, it's not gonna let me redo my, I want the Wingull, I just don't want him... Why isn't it... Listen here. Listen here, you Wingull. Why isn't it... Okay, so the controls on this are a little wonky, because like half the controls only work on the mouse, and half the controls only work on the display. So that's a little funky, but good to know. Okay, so that was a good one. I'm going to give you a thumbs up on that. I don't know if that does anything, but I'm also going to mark it as completed. Alright, not too bad, not too bad. So a reminder, if anyone is just now joining the stream, use the suggestion box if you're on mobile. Top right corner of your chat window, there should be a little folder with the number 2 on it. That's the suggestion box app. And if you're on desktop, it's down below under the video. It should be like on the far left-hand side, I believe. And it'll say suggestion box, and it says, "Who's that Pokemon?" And it's spelled Pokemon on purpose. I'm cool, I'm hip. I'm down with the memes. Now, without looking at any reference, I will draw my favorite Pokemon. Do I have color choices? So you don't get a ton of color choices in here, so we're just gonna... We're gonna wing it. I'm gonna piss Marcy off. Which is okay with me, because I find it funny. We're gonna give him some doodly-doos. We're gonna make him kind of stylized. I mean, here's the thing, right? Like, I'm not going for Pokemon style anything on this. Can I really not make it any bigger to color? This is the smallest color, the biggest coloring size. We're gonna be here all day. I don't like that shape, actually. Take it back. I don't like it. Blue violet. I don't know how I want to draw him. I'm being picky. I'm being picky. Yeah, we're gonna make him a little derpy one. A little derp. This coloring feature is not great, and this is why we're not gonna color on the stream, because otherwise we'll be here for a millennia. A full-on millennia. My favorite Pokemon is Haunter. I love me a Haunter. He's so cute. And he's got little face pokies. We're gonna just give him like Majora's Mask face pokies. No face pokies. And then, of course, because Haunter uses Mean Look, we're gonna do that. Which kind of looks like something else, but it's a big old fat pen I'm drawing with, so we're doing what we can with what we got. Alright, and then meh. Make him angry. Angry Haunter. Meh. Alright, Haunter used Mean Look. It is super effective. Let's see. Trying to keep my windows kind of balanced. Ooh, I'm also, this is the first time that I have used this, the suggestion box app thingy on Twitch, so I'm also kind of getting used to that. Google image search, what are you doing? What are you doing, my buddy? This is not what I'm looking for. What the hecker? So me and Marcy actually share favorite Pokemon, which is pretty funny. This music is very dramatic. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it is very dramatic. Okay, and now I need to use my cursor. I just love that the way that the paste, when you paste in this app, it literally just floats in. So it's so funny to watch it like be like... Okay. So, there we go. We got some stuff. I don't know that suggestion box is refreshing on its own, because I had to manually refresh. Hey, Snadrak. Welcome. Let's see. I love that it's like, we have this pretty refined, you know, shitty looking, but refined looking bird, and then you've got like this absolute blob monster on the right. Well, you know, we're playing around with this app. We're learning as we go. If you're just joining us, yeah, we're doing Pokemon meme art up in here. Ooh, something just flashed, but I don't know what. Things keep flashing on the side monitor, and I don't know why. But yeah, we're using suggestion box to either take just a Pokemon name or just a Pokemon Pokedex entry. So, for example, Cap suggested has the habit of carrying prey and valuables in its beak and hiding them in all sorts of locations. That was the Pokedex entry for Wingull, which was our first little buddy here, which I thought either Seagull or Magpie, and I went with Magpie inspired Pokemon, and it was wrong. But I've only played up to Gold and Silver, so I don't know what a lot of these Pokemans look like, nor do I know their Pokedex entries, and a lot of the newer ones I don't know their names, so even if I have seen them. So that's the fun of this. It's sort of a drawing blind Pokemon challenge, and we're also trying to raise a little bit of money for some charities. There's some links there in chat. These chat commands here are good for all of the things relevant tonight, basically. We will be doing Jackbox later. We're going to do this for a little while. This is the first night of doing this. We're going to do this a few different times. But yeah, so let's give Pikachu a little bit scruffy. A little bit scruffy. Pika Pika. Ketchup. He needs a bottle of ketchup is what he needs. Bottle of ketchup. I wish there was a fill on this, like an autofill, but there's not. So the one feature I'm surprised isn't on here is an autofill, because that would be really handy. Make a little blobby, uneven label. Some bootleg ketchup. But yeah, I'm using the suggestion box to police the language used, instead of having them just show up on screen, or because everyone sees the suggestion box, it's public once they're approved. So I just want to make sure that, unlike last stream, last week when we did Drawful, that we don't have a problem again. How small can I? Let's make this a little bit smaller. Also, if the music balance is bad, you guys can let me know. I mean, it's quiet on my end, but that doesn't mean anything. Just kind of go down a little bit. Marker. Oh, I see a suggestion. Let us see. The next suggestion is Salazzle or Salazzle. Oh no, the Pokedex entries are wild, because I looked through some for Pokemon I do know, and like even via each game, the Pokedex entries change. So like you can look at one Pokemon and then read like 5 different Pokedex entries, and you're like, what? Some of them are nuts. Okay, is this one approved? Okay, so we're going to approve this next suggestion, which is for Salazzle or Salazzle. I just want to finish this Pikachu really quick, and then we'll do that one. It's a little ketchup bottle. Ketchup. Ketchup. Gotta have a little ketchup bottle. It's Pikachu. It's one thing I know about Pokemans is quote-unquote jelly donuts and ketchup. Honestly, I did used to read the Pokemon comic books, the manga. I really loved the art style in them. I used to copy the drawings as a little kid all the time, and I actually cosplayed Kojiro James not from the cartoon, but from the manga, because the costumes were different. So I really love that. Okay, I gotta use my mouse to move the screen, so we gotta scooch over and make some room for a new friend real quick. Or, let's see. I just don't want to scroll out too much because it'll end up being super tiny. Okay, we'll just move up here for a moment. Okay. Salazzle. 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 So it sounds like salamander. I'm trying to work it out by the name. Oh, James was great. I mean, my friend always said that James had a drag queen voice, and I lived for it. But it was the first wig I ever bought for cosplay. My friend helped me sew the jacket because I was in high school at the time, early high school, when I was going to anime cons a lot, even though I wasn't really into anime, which was weird, but it was the only cons we had where I lived was anime cons. We didn't have comic cons or video game conventions back then. I'm old. So we would go to anime cons all together. We would drive all around the state, me and all my high school friends, and yeah, I had this split top zippered manga style Team Rocket jacket instead of the cartoon style jacket, and I carried an uke seme paddle, which I still have to this day because they're banned in most conventions. And we just use it as like a photo prop because, of course, everyone's like, "Oh, Team Rocket, like you have to use the paddle for photos. That's fucking hilarious." We had like a little Pikachu in a fishing net kind of plush thing situation going on. Yeah. Salazar. Oh, let me switch my marker over to light colored again. No, not rainbow. What are you doing? What are you doing? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm drawing and I don't know what I'm doing. I'll start with a shape and we'll go from there. Okay, we have a worm. A blobby worm. So just like the last one, I'm doing kind of like a gray underlayer, since in this app there's no layers or stuff like that. Oh no, I just realized what I'm subconsciously doing. I'm subconsciously making the bad guy from Monsters Inc. What was his name? Oh no, what was the name from shit, what was the name of the bad guy from Monsters Inc? It was something with an S too, wasn't it? It was like, no, Sully was the good guy. Who was the bad guy? I swear he had an S name, but maybe I'm wrong. I'm gonna put some flames on his back. They're poorly drawn squiggle flames, but okay, give him some flames. It's kind of like a dragon. Randall. I don't know why I thought it was with an S, but okay, we're gonna put some flames because I'm thinking like dazzle, amazing, shiny things. I don't know. Okay, and then we're gonna just give him a quick line over. Oh boy. This is a little wonky, this menu with using the pen, but we're gonna get through this. This is a low stress kind of thing because I think this kind of shit is hilarious. If you guys don't watch Drawful or Drawfee, Drawful's a game, Drawfee's a channel. Drawfee, one word, like coffee but with draw in the beginning. They do lots of cool drawing challenges. And them making one of the people, Julia, draw a Pokemon that she's never, I don't think she ever played Pokemon or she doesn't know them. She comes up with fucking horrific fucking imagery, but it's so great because she's a really great artist. So if you like this sort of thing, I would definitely check out their stuff because they do like drawing Disney princesses as Dark Souls bosses and stuff. Like they do all kinds of wild shit, and I would love to do more shit like this on the channel, which is why I also am using Whiteboard. Since it's a good communal app, you can use, what is this? Is this metallic? Not really, it's just kind of flat gold. I was hoping it was shiny like the rainbow. I mean, you know what? We're gonna make them like, how big is this? That's pretty big. And we're gonna kind of give them, I really wish I could make this bigger, this pen. But this is as big as the pen get, unless I draw these Pokemon really tiny. Oh, hey April, welcome. I'm pretty sure my exposure to Pokemon anime predates my crush on Duo Maxwell from Gundam Wing. Man, it's funny, like, so I was never really, I watched like some of the like basic Toonami style anime and like Adult Swim when Adult Swim started, but I never really watched like anime as a kid. I watched, you know, like Dragon Ball in middle school because everybody watched Dragon Ball, and I watched Lupin the Third, which easily became my favorite, and I still love Lupin the Third. And actually, any of my friends who knew me back from like I'd say middle school through high school, maybe early college, know that my original internet handle that stuck around for a long time is actually Lupin the Third inspired. I still do have a cosplay.com account with all of my ancient little baby pictures of cosplay on that handle, and I met the voice actor who played the character in which I was named after, because it wasn't Lupin, it was another character, and he was very nice and friendly, and we hit it off, and it was a very cool experience. He was very nice. He was very funny, but he thought he knew me, which was a really weird experience because we had never met before, even casually. And I met him like to get his autograph, like not at a panel or a signing, but like after a panel. I was like in the hallway and he came by, and I was like, oh, hey, I have this figure of your character, and my online handle is named after you. Do you mind signing this? And he was like catching up with me as if we knew each other, and it was so strange. And he was literally convinced. I was like, no, we've never met. And he's like, no, we know each other. And he like kept going on, and I was like, you're mistaking me for somebody else. But I mean, no, sadly, we don't know each other. Add me. Back then, when MySpace was still a thing, mind you, he added me on MySpace like as a friend because he was convinced he knew me and like wanted to catch up. And it was so fucking funny to me. And not like in a creepy way, like he didn't like come on to me or anything like that, because there is a lot of that goes on at conventions. But it was so funny because my friends were there and they were just like, what the hell just happened? And I'm like, I don't fucking know, honestly, because I've never met him before. And we don't live in the same state even. So where he thinks he knows me from, I have no idea. But it was really funny. But yeah, so I never really was like a huge anime person. And I watched like the casual thing that would come on like on, like I said, like Toonami or Adult Swim or something. And then like my brother is older, but he's really into anime. So he always recommends stuff, but like he watches weird shit. I don't even know the names of some of the shit he watches, but it's not stuff I would ever really look into, to be fair. Like the genre and the plot description sounds kind of icky. But he watches, like, he'll watch anything you put in front of him when it comes to anime. And I'm more like, oh, look, there's this one really sad anime about a guy who adopts a tanuki that's posing as an abandoned child. And they run an udon shop together. And I'll just, like, pick up one random anime, like, a year and watch it, and then that'll be it. So, yeah, Toonami and Adult Swim are definitely, like, a huge gateway thing for a lot of our generation in terms of, like, anime in America. And it's funny because, like, I'm learning Japanese now. So I've talked about this, I think, on Twitter before, but I actually, in middle school, when I was going into the 6th grade, I actually interviewed to be a Japanese major. Because I started majoring in French in the 6th grade, and I had already learned some light conversational French in elementary school at home via my dad in the library. But I almost was a Japanese major, and the interview process kind of put me off the program, and I regret it now as an adult, but obviously you can't go back and change that thing, because of two reasons. A, at the end of the 3-year program, you wouldn't know enough Japanese to be able to read, like, a Japanese publication or a book or anything, which to me seemed insane. Like, you're studying all day and doing all this homework and doing all this classwork because, like, half of your school day was just Japanese. And the teacher was Japanese, and the head of the program was Japanese. Like, it was an actual Japanese person. And, like, to tell me that at the end of 3 years I wouldn't be able to use it seemed really weird to me as a 5th grader at the time. And then they also said, oh, well, even if you major and finish the program and do well, there's nowhere in the state that will, that you can continue your program. So, like, if you went to high school, you couldn't, like, follow it up with more Japanese. If you took high school Japanese, you would have to start completely over from 101 scratch. Which, of course, when you're learning a language, if you spend 3 years all day, every day, studying a language and a culture, to then go back and be like, hello, my name is Ghost. I am 33 years old. Like, you're not learning anything, and you're, like, losing the knowledge you already had, and depending on the teacher, you might be mixing up your knowledge. So I ended up not doing it, which sucked, because I probably could have ended up being a university Japanese major, because I ended up doing a lot of Japanese art, Japanese influenced art, I should say, when I went into being an art major. So in high school, I ended up being a tech and art major, and I did a lot of Japanese mask making and a lot of Japanese art-inspired sort of stuff for my portfolios, and then I got into college for art, and I continued making, like, masks and doing Japanese-inspired stuff, but I never ended up taking the language in school, in high school, or in college, because neither offered it. So it was kind of shitty, because even when I wanted to learn it, I basically either, had to learn it on my own or not learn it at all, which when you're young kind of sucks. This eraser is really finicky. I'm trying to not erase his butt. I'm just trying to clean up this line a little bit. Why is this eraser so fat? Stop. Why are you bullying me like this? But yeah, so now I'm learning Japanese on my own. And this week I've learned all of the hiragana, so I'm, making my slow progress. And I watch a lot of like Japanese channels. Again, I don't watch anime, but I think everyone assumes if you learn Japanese, you're blatantly a weeb. But I'm not, because I don't watch any anime. Like, even earlier today before the stream, my brother came by, and he was talking to me about new animes he was watching, because he can't stop talking about anime, and he loves it, and he's almost 40. So, to each their own. But he doesn't know any Japanese or speak Japanese, and I don't think he has any interest to learn it. Which sucks, because he would be the ideal conversational partner. I see him often, he talks a lot, and, like, come on, man, like, learn something. Put your brain cells to some use. Do a thing. Alright, I think we're done. So, let me go ahead and pull up an image to drop next to this little friend, and we'll zoom out really quick while I have my mouse on. So if you're just popping in. So this was Salazar Pokemon, and we're gonna pull up an image. Oh my god, not even remotely close. I mean, Lizard. Lizard. This is like, oh no. Rule 34 is the first thing that came up when I searched the name. Oh no. No. Y'all need Jesus, and I'm not even Christian. Why is this Pokemon, like, supposed to be sexy? I don't like that. Why is this Pokemon supposed to be sexy? I don't like this. Okay, I don't even know if this is official art or if this is fucking somebody's fan art. I'm scared. This is the least gross one out of everything, though. Oh my god. Oh, why did it come in so tiny and with a black background? I've used a PNG for a reason. Get out of here. Why did it... What? Hold on, let me try and fix this. I don't know why it came with a black background. I'm trying to grab a PNG so we don't have this problem. It's a little finicky. Nope, it's still giving me a black background. It's so weird. Oh. Okay, that's strange. Well, I don't want a giant black background on this. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna work around this. We're gonna work around this funky app I'm using to draw. Sorry, I'm gonna cut off her toes because I don't wanna... Nope, that doesn't work either. Hold up. We're gonna make it work. I'm gonna make it work one way or another. Okay, that's a little bit better. Okay, now let's see if it pastes normally. There we go. That's a little bit better. Get over here. Okay. Now let me... Oh boy. I can see why there's a lot of porn of this Pokemon. It's fucking horrible. People stop. People, please. Okay, I need a pen. And this is... Salazar. Okay. I mean, Salamander, I'll at least give it that. It's got almost like a birdie face. Like, if you cropped the head of that, I would think it's like a crane or some kind of evil bird. Like, the body reads lizard, sexy lizard for some reason, but... I mean, that's a good recommendation, because I would have never in a million years gone sexy lizard with that. I'm learning about some Pokemon. Alright, let's see. Let me mark that off as complete in the chat. In the suggestion box, I mean. Let's see. So we have another suggestion. Let me scooch over this way. No. Leave our little Wingull friend alone. God, the controls on this app are funky. Hold on. Let me also erase this little squiggle up here, because it's bothering me. Boop, 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 boop. No, my Pikachu! Come back, Pikachu. Okay, seriously? What the fuck? The controls on this app are so backwards. There we go. Like, if you hit undo, it'll undo your last move before it undoes your last stroke, which is really strange. It should just undo your previous action, to me. That's strange. Okay. The next suggestion in the suggestion box is it has the ability to sense the auras of all things. It understands human speech. Now, I know Mewtwo understands human speech because he can, like, telepathically speak with people. But does he see the aura of all things? This is so vague. This is a pretty vague one. If you were to give me a one-word hint on what this Pokemon is, what one word would you give me? Because this one's super vague. I mean, I'm assuming it's either a psychic or like a fairy type or something, but that could be literally fucking... It could be a blob with eyeballs. It could be a Ditto. What the fuck, man? I'm reading these suggestions and I don't even know. Has the ability to sense all things. It understands human speech. Fuck it, rainbow blob with eyes it is. I really wish this marker was better. I don't know if I can draw on top of the rainbow. Is that? Yes, you can. Earlier it seemed like it was fighting me, but... Actually, you know what? Hold up. Ooh, a little bit of lag there on the pen. Oof. Oof. I do like this kind of rainbow marker. I wish that it was a little bit more blendy, but oh well. Okay, hold on. I don't have a lot of color. Can I pick a color, like a custom color, or is this really it? This really isn't a lot of options for colors. He's a rainbow egg. I don't know. I don't know what the hell I'm doing anymore. Also, if you're just joining us, you can use the Poke Chat command, and it'll tell you how to recommend a Pokemon. You can either recommend by name or by Pokedex entry. Not both, and not other information, because that's no fun. Might be a little too small. Also, how is the audio balance for the mic and the music, since I have the new music set up on this one? Meanwhile, somebody's just joining us and I'm drawing this fucking blob with a face on it. Hold on, I gotta zoom in a little bit. Mic is good, music is kind of low. Gay fried egg Pokemon. I mean, listen, I don't put it past them. Music is low. Let's see if I can turn up the music a little bit. Try that. How is that? Is that better? Oh, I was gonna zoom in while I'm over here too. Just need a little bit better. gay fried egg Pokemon. Okay, that's our new friend. Okay, Cap, what was the name of this monstrosity that I just drew so I can drop in a better picture? And also let me mark off that one as complete in the chat. Really? Shit. Okay. I have seen Lucario. I would not have assumed that as a Pokedex entry. Let me see if I can find a decent PNG to just to pop this in with. This one looks fine if it'll open. Okay, listen here, thing. You gotta paste correctly. I don't know why it pastes the PNGs with black backgrounds. That's so annoying. Get out of here with that. I don't want a black background. If I wanted a black background, I'd get a black background. Alright, can be a little cropped, but whatever. We're making do with what we got going on the situation. There we go. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Okay, that's our Lucario. I love him very much. Can't even tell him apart. A+. Okay, but what if I love it? Yeah, it's a little psychic gay fried egg floating blob thing. It's supposed to be like a solid blob, but like surrounded by floaty goo. I don't fucking know, man. Pokemon makes all kinds of weird shit. They made one. I don't even know what its name is, but I know that they made one that looks like a fucking keyring. Okay, like. If you can make a talking keyring or whatever, then fuck this shit. Okay, hold on. The next one was it's so overwhelmingly powerful it can bring down a whole mountain to make its nest. Now again, nest implies bird. I hate... God, fuck, man. I hope it's not a bird, because I hate drawing birds. I mean, I guess it could be another animal. Other animals have nests. We're going to scooch over here for a moment. And we're going to zoom in a little bit, so we can work a little bit easier. Okay. Light gray. Just gonna bump my chat stuff real quick while I'm changing my pins up. Let's use a little bit of a thicker pen on this one. Wish I had more color options. I didn't know this app was so... I thought you could pick any color, but you really can't. Oh, you know what? I'm stupid. Hold on. Well, the problem is I can't... Like, you can't control your eraser size, which is kind of shitty. And you can't use, like, a white pen. So, it's kind of tricky. Make it silver, but it just looks dark gray. Stop clicking on the other thing. Also, this music is kind of perfect for that. It's like, welcome to my cult, child. Welcome to Pokemon Mountain. I don't know how to draw a fluffy tail. We're just winging it here. Oh, did you suggest something, April? I have to check it on the other screen when I'm done with this little friend here. Okay, reveal to me the name of this Pokemon. This is so overwhelmingly powerful it can bring down whole mountains to make its nest. Tyranitar, which I'm assuming sounds like a dinosaur. Alright, hold on. We're gonna pull up an image of a good old Tyranitar. Yep, I mean, it's basically a dinosaur of some sort. Let me grab this image. Doot doot. Stop trying to make me grab this PNG that has a background for some reason, you evil fiends. Alright, we're gonna take this, and we're gonna drop it in. Okay, not too bad, not too bad, not too bad, not too bad. Let's zoom out a little bit so we can see all of our friends so far. Not too bad. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to juggle, like, way too many windows. You've been the closest with the sexy lizard. Yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair, I did at least make the first one a bird. I went bird. Was the wrong type of bird out of my two choices, but I was like, oh, magpie, seagull. Let's go magpie. I should have gone seagull, because I would have, or pelican. I would have been slightly closer, at least to its evolution. All right, hold on. Let me catch up with the suggestion box really quick and make sure that I'm doing everything in order. Okay. Also, wait, what? Not me trying to manipulate your screen? Wait, what are you talking about? I tried to zoom out on your screen. I'm tired. Oh, no. Yeah, you cannot zoom out on the whiteboard, sadly. Though it probably would make things easier. Also, April, I don't know if you were here at the beginning or not, but I did mod you finally, since I keep forgetting. So, you know what to do. You're only really here to ban people if somebody does something trolly or if bots come back into the chat. If we get bots and I don't catch them fast enough, you just hit ban. You don't have to worry about timeouts. We don't do timeouts here. If somebody says an offensive slur, you ban them. That's about it. You don't have any other real responsibilities. I'm not going to hold you to, like, answering people's questions or whatever, like some mods do. Okay, let's see. The next suggestion in the suggestion box is, when angered, it launches tea from its body at the offender's mouth. The tea causes strong chills if swallowed. Okay, now I will say I have a disadvantage because I'm pretty sure I know what this is. Because I loved it. If this is the right one. Tea from its body. I guess it could be a deceiving kind of description. But yeah, April, I have my own ban hammer. Yes. And obviously I trust you to not, like, just ban people to ban people. Unlike, you know, some people get power hungry. Okay, so let's move over and make a little bit of space. And switch my color over, and my pen over, and there we go. How do I suggest a Pokemon? I've got one. If you're on mobile, in the top right-hand corner of your chat window, there should be a little tiny icon that looks like a folder with a number 2 on it. That is, you click on that, and that'll take you to the suggestion box. If you're on desktop, you just scroll down from where you're watching the video, and there is a whole entire, like, suggestion box that's visible. Like, the suggestions are visible once I pinned them. Or once I approve them from pending action. So that is how you do that, which I'm going to approve this last one. And also I'll go ahead and bump the suggestion command in chat in case anyone else is curious and lurking, since I do see there are other people around. Okay, so the T one, I'm pretty sure, I don't know how well I'm going to draw it, but it's gonna be bootleg friend. I don't remember what color its eyes are. I don't remember if they're orange or yellow, but we're gonna do a little bit of both. Right now it looks like a baby alien. I don't like that mouth. I was like, nope. I'm gonna give him a dumb little smile. Maybe a little tongue. Even though I don't think he has a tongue, but we're gonna go with it anyways. The world's lumpiest teapot. What if I'm not getting this one right? I'm just like, ha ha ha, I know this, I'm so great, I've seen a Pokemon in 15 years. And then it's not even the right Pokemon. It's a pterodactyl, and I'm just a dummy. Which is always a possibility here in this stream, where I'm the biggest of dummies. Also, I don't know why I went with like these titty flowers, these fucking pasties. So I'm gonna draw another one because it makes me uncomfortable that I made them accidentally look like pasties. Because that was not on purpose. Okay, what was the name of the Pokemon that was the suggestion, which is when angered it launches tea from its body at the offender's mouth. The tea causes strong chills if swallowed. Was I right or semi-right? Was I way off base? I'm going to mark that in the suggestion box as completed. Oh no, Cap's gone. I'll never know if it was the right Pokemon or not. Well, we'll leave it in when she comes back. She'll let me know if I was correct in her suggestion or not. In the meantime, we will come back to that, and I will go to the suggestion box. Oh my god, there's so many. Oh my god, what are some of these things? Let's see. It is said they were born when a chemical reaction occurred between an abandoned trash bag and industrial waste. Okay, so first we have to approve. Okay. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. I'll zoom over here. Trash bag and industrial waste. Okay, I mean, well, that sounds like something garbage related, right? Like, that would make sense. So let's start with the garbage bag and we'll work our way from there. Oh, what if it's like, so we need like a goopy garbage bag. And it's gonna be like all grimy and stuff. And then Um, What if it's kind of like a goopy jack-o'-lantern garbage bag, and it's got like a puddle of goop around it? Or it's got like a slimy arm that reaches out and is all drippy. I don't know. I have no idea. You can tell I don't fucking play Pokemon anymore. What the fuck? I mean, maybe it's just muck. Like, maybe, like, muck would be the... But I don't... A trash bag is what threw me off, right? Because, like, muck, like, is just, like, a blob of goop. He's, like, toxic waste. But... Or a Grimer or whatever, like, both of them. They're just, like, puddles of toxic waste. But the abandoned trash bag is what is so specific that I don't think that it's muck or Grimer. We're gonna make little Buddy green, I guess. I really hate that I can't pick colors, because I really would. Maybe in the future for these kind of streams, I will use a different app so I can actually kind of color them. Like, I'm never gonna color them fully because that would be like we'd be here all night. But just for like outlining or that kind of stuff, I would like to have a little bit more range. Someone's gonna come into the stream like right as I'm drawing this and be like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Pokemon's be weird, my dude. I just reinstalled Pokemon Go for like, well, I mean, I hadn't played all of 2020 because I've been in my house, so it's kind of hard to play Pokemon Go when you don't go anywheres. I just reinstalled it, and I don't know how or if I'm even going to really be able to play it. I don't know how people are playing it during COVID, really. Like, people are playing it because I see people talking about it and stuff, so there has to be, like, ways to play it without traveling and going out and about around town, right? Because how else are people playing it so much? But I've been out of the loop for so long I don't even know. I'm gonna line this guy in green just because he's a big old trash bag. He's a trash bag jack-o'-lantern. Put this bitch on a shirt. Forget the Kappa from last week. This guy's our new mascot. I'm just 100% right. This is what the Pokemon looks like. That would be the scariest answer of them all. I'm kind of doing jack-o'-lantern style on him. I don't really know why I went with that, but you know, they do weird like mashups of things in Pokemon, right? So it could be a jack-o'-lantern garbage bag. I don't know that it's not. Okay, and I kind of want to give him like a solid arm underneath. Yeah, with the colors I have, it's kind of limited because I don't really want to sit here and super fiddly fill in his lines. I'll just give him like a black tie up here. And I can always come back to these and like draw them in another app or something. I might just outline the goop a little bit. And he's stinky, of course, because he's a garbage bag. So he's a cartoon. He's gotta have stinky lines, right? Gotta have stinky lines. That's a stink boy. Okay. Stink boy is complete. Let me mark him off. Now, what is Stink boy's actual name so I can look him up? And drop a real picture next to him. Trubbish. Trubbish, okay. Which, I mean, sounds like rubbish, so we're on the garbage theme. Oh, he is a little garbage bag. Oh, okay, he's not quite as creepy as mine, but... Oh, man. Can I just drop him in here? Can we drop in little Trubbish? Is you gonna let me do that? Okay, fuck you, black background, you're staying, because I'm not dealing with this. What the heck? I can like pictures that I drop in. That's so weird. Why can you like pictures that you drop into your own fucking thing? Okay, there's Trubbish. I mean, at least I got Garbage Bag. He's a little bit more spoopy on my end, but, you know. Okay, let me go back to the suggestion box, because there's a lot in here. So what I'm probably going to do is, April, I'm going to do yours next, so let me approve it first. Croagunk. Croagunk. I never know how to say certain Pokemon names. Cap gave me like a million suggestions before she left, but I'm gonna go through the individual ones first, and then if we end up having extra time, because we still are gonna play Jackbox with my crew if anybody is around. Which actually, while I'm on the window, let me open up my Discord. Okay. Alright. So we're gonna do this one. This one's a vague fucking name. So Croa, it kind of implies like dinosaur or like Croatian period, something like that. Croatius? I don't know. I'm not a dinosaur person, nor am I. Oh no, don't move my... What just happened? Why is it trying to move my bird? Leave my bird alone. He was fine where he was. I didn't even know you could do that. I'm learning things. We're gonna put him over here. Croagunk or Junk. It's like gunk with a G, like gunk, like garbage. Is he the cousin of the garbage bag? Is he the evolution of the garbage bag? Croagunk. Croagunk. I like try to work backwards from the names. This one's gunk. I mean, gunk implies like garbage or toxic, maybe, for Pokemon. Croa. I don't think it's a crow, because I don't think they'd have put the A in there. Croa. What kind of words use Croa in it? Sorry, I'm trying to check like all my different windows at the same time, because I have Tiltify up, and I have the suggestion box up, and I have my stream stuff up, so I'm just trying to keep eyes on everything. So, Croagunk, huh? Croagunk. Crow. Like croak? Maybe it's like a frog? Gunk. It's a gunky frog? Croak? Like croak? Is that how you spell croak? C-R-O-A-K? Croak? Maybe it's a croak sound? And not a croa? Croagunk? It's a tricky one. If anyone's just popping in, I'll zoom out between so that we can kind of see all of our friends so far. So you can ignore the Pikachu. He was just there for test doodles, but and so was the Haunter. I just wanted to draw the mean look thing. But yeah, we've gotten some close ones and some not so close ones. This is probably, sadly, the closest I've gotten is Sexy Lizard. Y'all need help. I don't know why it deleted my P on help, but y'all need help. Because that's just a sexy lizard lady. And that was my interpretation. Now, some of these are given to me via Pokedex descriptions, not via the name. So I did not know Tyranitar was the name until after the fact. I got the Pokedex description, and I went with terrifying chinchilla sort of creature. Same thing with Pokedex for this one, for Wingull, I think this one was called. I got the Pokedex description for this one, which basically was that it likes to keep its prey or valuables in its beak. So I thought maybe magpie or pelican, but I went with magpie sort of inspired bird. Also, an aura-seeing, all-powerful English understanding Pokemon, so I was like, fuck it, it's just like a rainbow floaty blob. And then we just did this one, which was probably, this one might be the closest, because it's a garbage bag, and it's green. It looks like it has, like, I don't know. It looks it looks kind of dumb, which I like. It's cute. I was waiting on confirmation for Cap to get back on this one. She said she'd be back in 15, but this was another description-based one. But because it had T in the description, I went with the Poltegeist, because that's the only T-based one I know, really. So now we're on to the next one. So that's where we're at so far. But what I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna finish up on, let me just double check anything that doesn't get done from the suggestion box today will get done in a future Pokemon stream. This is going to be a recurring thing because there's so many Pokemon and so many descriptions. Like, I would never in a million years know what all of them are, or what all the Pokedex descriptions apply to, or what the names are. So, the suggestion box will stay. I think it will keep all of them until I mark them as complete. So that's why I wanted to do it via suggestion box, so that way, if we run out of time, they'll still be there the next time we do the stream, and I can just go back and do them in order, and it tells me in the order that they're submitted. So I figured it was kind of the more organized way of doing this, as opposed to just having chat yell, because if everyone yells in chat, first off, it'll scroll and I'll miss everything, and then people will be upset that I missed them. So suggestion box is going to be reserved for the Pokemon streams for right now, until either we run out of suggestions in the box and we do something else, or until I figure out some other way to do it. I just figured this was a good way to do it. And it seems to work, because I can organize it much easier, and I can delete things after I do them too, so I don't have to like have a full suggestion box all the time. I can clear them out once they're completed. So if they're completed, they get little trophies, and I think, you know, if we were to have a bigger audience, like, people can upvote things to be pushed to the top or something like that. So, for future reference. Okay, so Croagunk. I think I'm going to go with some kind of frog. A frog. I'm going to do him in black. Now, there are infinite ways to draw a frog, which is the other Pokemon issue, is that just because it's based on an animal doesn't mean it actually looks like the animal. Croagunk. Gunk implies kinda gross. Maybe it's another goopy one? Oh, Cap, I wanted you to, before I move on to the next one, confirm or deny what your last Pokemon suggestion was before I head on to the next one. Was it in fact Poltegeist? Or is it another one? Because I do know Poltegeist. Yes, it was Poltegeist. Okay, so I was right. So I'm just going to put up a picture anyways, just because, see how off I was. Because again, it's from memory, so. Poltegeist. His teapot's much cuter. I have like an old granny teapot on mine. But I mean, I guess technically it doesn't. The teapot's not important because it can go into any teapot. Hey, look at that. Okay, so I was trying to remember the eye color because I thought it was maybe yellow or orange. So it was kind of like a yellowish, goldish color. But it was a spiral kind of shape. And he did have a little smile. And he does have fingers. I couldn't remember if he had fingers or just like little blob hands. And he has kind of almost like leg goop. Like drips. Okay. I mean, I wasn't terribly far off for the concept was right. I didn't remember what his face looked like and if he had arms or hands or feeties or a ghost tail. I mean, technically he's like T, right? So he's like a ghost T. So, okay. So at least we were fairly close. If you didn't hear, the next one is Croagunk or Krogunk. I'm not sure. I'm probably going to end on that one, and then we're going to switch to Jackbox. So I'm going to do Krogunk. Anything that's left in the suggestion box will stay, and will be done on the next Pokemon stream. Now, how do I want to draw this frog? Because I don't know what I'm going to do about drawing a frog. Do we do sort of like a friend-shaped frog, maybe? I also kind of like drawing these kind of stupid instead of making them like super serious. Because I mean, they're Pokemon, so like... Like, just giving them, like, stupid feet and stuff. Do frogs have, like, the sideways eyes, right? Not a huge frog, artist either, just like birds and frogs. Can't say the last time I've drawn a frog of any type. So alright, but what is the gunk, right? He's gunky, so he needs to have like a gunky feature to him. Maybe he spits gunk? I don't know. I kind of don't want to draw over his face, though, because I think his face is really cute, so maybe I'll draw, like, a little side here, where it's, like... This is a separate drawing, not, like, on his back. And he's like, blah, blah, gunk. Let's make him yellow. Yellow? Yellow might be hard to read. Let's make him like a dark blue. Dark blue, easy to see. I don't even think this is accurate, but he's cute as shit. That's all I'm saying. I love him. This might just be a thing that I draw now, is this little stupid frog. Because look how cute he is. I love him. I don't even care if he's right. He's a good frog. And then, yeah, he's just, like, throwing up gunk on the side. Like how, like, Blastoise shoots water. He just, like, throws up goop. I don't even know what kind of markings to give him. I guess we can give him, like, some kind of... Let's see... Like, some stripes. Like, toxic frogs have, like, stripes and stuff sometimes, right? We don't have a lot of color options, so we can't be too picky. There is a child outside. I don't know if you guys can hear it on the microphone, but there's my neighbors outside with like one of their kids, and their kid screams like Yoshi. Like it sounds like there's Yoshi sounds going on across the street outside. I don't know if my mic is picking that up or not, but I can hear it through my headphones. I have my headphones on. Let's see. I think you should make the cute ones into stickers or something. I mean, yeah, maybe, right? It's not copyright infringement because it sure is fucking a Pokemon. Okay, I'm gonna look this one up and see how far off I was. Gunk. Okay, it was a frog, and it was blue. Mostly blue. Look at his dumb little face. Well, he has kind of a dumb face, too, but in a different way. Whoa, what the hell is this one? It's like black with purple bubbles on it. Is that a real thing, or is that like fan art that somebody made? Oh my god, this one looks kind of hip-hop. I like this one. Hold on. I'm going through the pictures to pick a Croagunk, or Krogunk. I don't know how to say it. But, look at that. He's like, what's up? It's me, Krogunk, or whatever the hell his name is. I do love this little frog, though. This is very cute. So I am going to save all of these canvases when we do these streams. So let me zoom out really quick and fix the screen so we can see all of our new friends that we made today. Okay, so that's today's Pokemon meme challenge. Let me mark this one off in the suggestion box. If your suggestion did not get done, or if you suggested multiple things, which is fine, and they did not get to, they will get done in the future. I'm not emptying out the suggestion box. They will stay there. I will end up, after the stream, clearing out all the ones we did do so that we don't do repeats, and so that it kind of declutters the box a little bit. But I am going to save this image, and I will post it on Coffee with the VOD of this stream, and I also will post it on Twitter later on. So thank you to everyone who suggested a Pokemon or a Dex entry or whatnot. I don't know if I'm gonna... I kind of like the simplicity of using Whiteboard over using, say, Photoshop, because I feel like by keeping it very simple and not giving me the room to erase and redraw or to, like, undo and stuff or to color, kind of keeps it kind of quick and kind of... Like, I have to be fairly decisive. Like, I can't, like, undo and fidget with things, because I feel like if I do it in an actual drawing program, like Photoshop or Clip Art or Clip Studio Paint or whatever, that it'll become very tedious, and then it'll take much longer. The less options I'm given, I think the better it is for this sort of thing. That's my opinion. I mean, obviously, you guys can let me know what you prefer, but that's kind of how I thought about it, was, like, using a program like this, and then also in the future, if somebody else wanted to come in and do a 2-person one or a 3-person one, this program allows me to communally let people in, just like a private lobby, and we could have multiple people draw like the same Pokemon at once on the same screen or something. So that's the first one. I think it auto-saves. I don't think I need to... Well, I can't export it. I'm going to go ahead and export it. We'll just export it as a PNG. It doesn't need to be fancy. Get all my fancy stuff that nobody needs to see. Not that there's anything gross there, but... we're gonna call this Pokememe 1, and we're just gonna save it to my desktop so I know where it is. Okay, that was fun. So I think that was a good experiment, because this was the first time we'd done it this way. I'm going to update the stream info, and we're gonna switch over to Jackbox. I don't know who's in chat right now. Obviously, I think Cap is there and April's there. I don't know if any of my other mutuals are there. I'm gonna drop into my private Discord and see if anyone wants to play from my group, and then we will go from there. So we're probably gonna take like a couple minute break just so I can switch the game and move between the setup